Okay, so hopefully this is going to go a bit better than the first attempt at this live stream where we lost the internet connection just after launching the engine of the aircraft. So apologies for that. If you are returning to the stream, I had technical difficulties. And I knew I had technical difficulties at the moment my teenage daughters arrived downstairs in a hurry, saying, "Where has our internet gone?" Because apparently the internet belongs to them. So we have the Spitfire prototype on the ground here at Biggin Hill once again. So hopefully the internet will hold up this time. I may wind the time back. It's going to get dark pretty soon. So let's go do that. So we've got the live weather on, but we're going to wind back to a bit earlier today, which will give us a lovely look at this beautiful paint job on the prototype. Oh, the clouds have got different ideas though, haven't they? Oh, that's awful. Let's go and wind the time a bit further back today then, to lunchtime. What did that look like? Give the clouds a chance to update to what the cloud... Oh, that's a bit better. There we go. Now you get a proper look at it. It's been an interesting day with the weather. So there we go. That's the Mark 1A prototype, I guess, or it's before the Mark 1A. So let's go and have a look inside the cockpit once again, and this time we'll have a look at warming the engine up, maybe a bit more accurately, hey, where we don't end up smashing the engine to pieces on climb out. So pre-flight, ground power goes to on. This is a little switch down the back of here that we can't get to around the edge of the wobble pump. This is the wobble pump for the undercarriage we have discovered. So you obviously move the lever to either lower or raise the undercarriage, and then you wobble it and it lifts or raises the undercarriage for you. It's all a bit kind of mechanical and simple, which is good because it's a prototype. So starting magneto on the instrument panel goes to on or down, and I'm trying to remember where all these switches are now. So that was the lights. Starting mags are over here, aren't they? Generator on down, there we go. So pressure head heaters, pressure head heater to on or back, and that's over here. So engine start, we want the fuel levers to up. Fuel tank pressure goes to, now that was the lever down here that we couldn't get to behind the wobble pump, so we're going to move the wobble pump out of the way. So it needs to rotate round to engine, and then, oh sorry, to carb and then to engine. So the primer needs to, if we click on the outside of it, yeah, it's a bit glitchy in 2024. Just prime it a few times and then lock it back on, and then we go mixture to rich, and then propeller. We don't have a propeller option in this, it's got a two-bladed fixed pitch propeller. So magnetos go to on. We push in the slow running cutout pin and we uncage the starter and we try and start the engine. I'm just going to let it warm up very gently. So post engine start, we're obviously generating electricity now, so the ground power can come off. We're going to go and open the radiator flap while we're on the ground, and then we are going to monitor the temperatures. So if we increase the propeller RPM, watching that oil temperature rising and rising and rising. So So it should get to about 50 and stop there, hopefully. We may have to start moving to stop it overheating. It looks like it's slowing down. Radiator temperature should be around about 90, so it's at 80 at the moment, but it is slowly climbing. We're going to skip doing a run-up test because I don't want to launch the engine again. We'll go and calibrate the barometric pressure on the altimeter and then put the nav lights on. So canopy, should we go and close that canopy this time and see if we can do it correctly? So we pull this door up, click the spring which locks it in place, and then we have to click over here, don't we, to toggle the canopy. It cuts the sound before it closed, which is a bit odd. So put head tracking on. So let's have a look at the airfield. Oh my word, maybe we'll turn the wind off. Although it might help us get into the air actually, but it seems a bit of a strong wind to try and take a Spitfire off in. So let's go and have a play with the weather. You go to custom, and we don't want live weather, thank you very much. We'll just have a few clouds for today. And we'll see how we get on. So that will have cut it down to about 2 knots, that's much nicer. Okay. So we can, actually, let's go and open the canopy just while we are taxiing so we can lean out and see where we're going. Okay, so I'm going to go and straighten up my view so I can actually see the instruments. See if we get off the ground with that amount of boost. Lift us into the air and pull the power back. So, as we saw, to raise the gear, I'm going to turn head tracking off. I need to do this. I'm not quite sure how they know where the gear position is. Should we go and close the canopy as well while we're at it? So now we're in the air as well, we can go and shut the radiator flaps, let more, or the air will be forced through the radiator now. Okay, there's the airfield. Yeah, so I apologise for the first version of this stream where the internet suddenly vanished on me, summoning my teenage daughters. Oh, they're not teenagers anymore, but summoning my daughters to the room pretty damn quickly. So where is the internet gone? So we're pulling the booster all the way back. Just looking at the speed, we're doing 240 miles per hour by the sounds of it, without really trying. Let's go and reset the head tracking. Right, let's go and have a play. So that's Biggin Hill down below us. Shifting, isn't it? So, will the engine die? No, it's fine. Yeah, I don't really want to kill the engine on purpose, not during this flight, so I'm always going to keep some amount of positive G going on, because obviously, yeah, the early versions of the Spitfire had fuel pressure problems while inverted. Turn rate. And it tucks under. I thought it was safer just to pull that all the way under instead of try to do anything else then. So I'm staying remarkably low on the boost rate, but it seems to be holding, yeah, well above 200 miles an hour without really using too much boost. So if we go and push it, let's watch the airspeed indicator. So I'm going to push it up to a boost of 4. Keep an eye on these temperatures as well. Look at that, it's getting really high. But it's stable though. Coming up for 300 miles an hour, look. So even the prototype is quick without the variable pitch propeller. Should we go for a fast pass along the wrong way? about 340 miles an hour then. Something wrong with the sound with it though. Somehow I don't think they tested this properly in 2024. Okay, let's let it fall over the top. It's a bit twitchy. Then we are going incredibly fast. So, shall we go for a touch and go? I'm going to go around the other side. I'm happier turning left than right. Let's keep them on the airspeed. We're down to 200. Oh, that's RPM, sorry. We're down to 180. $160. So we need to think about this because of this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Was that enough? No, it wasn't. Okay, so it doesn't take any notice of your controls. We need to do that and then that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Was that enough? Yes. So it takes no notice of your controls. Does it have flaps? Yes, it does. At 90 miles an hour, by the look of it. Coming in very shallow on purpose. Okay, that's interesting. With the flaps, it requires an awful lot of power to hold speed. Okay, should we bring it in properly this time? Coming in from the right, so it's going to be a little bit alien to me. We'll come in a bit higher this time, and then we know how it behaves. Speed drop off. Can't see anything past that nose. Even hanging out the side, the nose gets in the way. Back in time for tea and medals. So, how do we go about stopping this engine? Presumably, just start it. Yeah, that's the answer to that one. Now you get to see just how basic it is. So, there we go. Obviously, we could go through and switch off all of the electrics inside it. So, those asking, this is the prototype of the Spitfire. So this is what went on to become the Mark 1A. So you can see there are some quite significant differences. It has a fixed pitch propeller. It has very different cowlings around the exhausts. Obviously they covered them up for the final version. I say the final version, the Spitfire evolved many times, didn't it? The wings are slightly different. The tail assembly is slightly different. It's obviously it went on through many versions. So inside the cockpit, it's quite different. There's obviously that very rudimentary wobble pump for the undercarriage. Obviously, you have no propeller pitch control because it's a fixed pitch. A few instruments have been moved around. It's quite amused me greatly that the altimeter has kind of just been bolted on over the top with a more modern altimeter. So this is the air show colours of the Spitfire, so I think that's a modern altimeter that's been added on there. But yeah, beyond that, it's really good, isn't it? It's good fun. As always with the Aeroplane Heaven aeroplanes, there's various click spots around the plane to do things like putting the ground power in place. I think that will give us, yeah, there we go, a period correct battery. So, or a trailer full of batteries, I should say. But yeah, there's various other bits and pieces. Obviously, we could open the cowl flaps below, and you'll see those. Yeah, you can see the back of the radiator there has dropped. I think we can show the engine as well, and I'm not entirely sure how we do it. Let's go and have a quick look at the instruction book for it. So we go look in the community folder and go into the Spitfire prototype documentation, and if we go and look for engine, do we get much? Acrobat's going to be a so-and-so again, isn't it? This should detail the click spots in the book. So if we go page, here we go. So there's obviously the click spots there. What's number 44? Click spot for the engine covers is 47. So I think it's the, yeah, this is similar to the other ones, and it's this piece of metal here. There we go. So if we go in and look up close to it, now you're going to find people that are going to complain or not about whether there's a hyphen in Rolls-Royce or not, or whether there should be one, because that's how people are on the internet. But I think it looks really good. But yeah, it's nicely modelled. It's a whacking great crankcase down the middle of it, isn't there? Obviously the bubble canopy came later. It's just a straight fold over. Oh, we get view into the batteries as well behind the pilot there. It's cool though, isn't it? Looks the part. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So that was the Supermarine Spitfire prototype from Aeroplane Heaven in Flight Simulator 2024. Apologies again for losing the internet earlier. Just shortly, I actually managed to land the aeroplane. I just put it down with no engine around the same time that the stream cut out. So yeah, that was interesting. Right, see you again soon. Take care.